Hi guys, hello, it's Darlene Machacator. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day, right? It is Wednesday. You know me, I frequently get it wrong. How are you guys? How was your day yesterday? I hope it was productive like mine. Tons of things just ready to mail out. So I'm so excited to finally today we will be 100% caught up. So, sorry, we did get behind on some things. I know. I'm so sorry. It's just been you guys just order so much. So I'm grateful for that. I am grateful for that. So we just weren't prepared to do that and to do the other project I had going, but that project has left the building. Yay! So, anyways, guys, I'm so happy to be able to get back to our normal routine and get everything cut up for you guys, get it out there so you can paint it. Yay! Yay! So excited. And I am going away this weekend, so I'll take stuff with me. I will be broadcasting my little videos from the cabin Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Yes, yes. I'll go home Tuesday in the early morning at some point. After traffic is over, right? When is that? When is that? In that area, there is always traffic. So, anyways, hi guys. Say hello if you're watching. I will see who's here. Let's get this baby going. We have some fall decor here. So, I have a couple of projects. You guys have already purchased these. So, a lot of you have. I was kind of looking and going, okay, what's going on out there with the fall stuff? A lot of these have been purchased. I did have some photos on Shopify. I'm able to use the photos from the creator of the file. This is not my file, and post those on Shopify. I can't put them on Etsy. That's against the rules. But so some of you have seen the photos of what these look like, but we haven't done the video. So let's do the video. Darlene, is your voice going away today? Let me see who's here quickly. Hi, April. How are you? Hi, Carrie. Hi, Doris, my sister. Happy Wednesday. Hi, Tony. Yes, definitely watch the replay, my friend. Hi, Denise. Hi, Ellen. Hi, Madonna. Oh, okay, Ellen. I did kind of look at it really quickly when I first got up, and I will thank you for doing that. I saw it about the puppies, so I will watch them. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Pam. Good morning, guys. We will just get started right away. I did do what somebody suggested yesterday, raising the bowl so that Marley can't get into it and do it. That worked. That actually worked, but it's a little harder for her. I got to get what all I did was I turned a Tupperware bowl over and I put her water bowl on top of that. And so it's elevated a little bit too much for her. So I got to find something a little bit shorter. But that stopped her from swimming in her water bowl. And I did get her little swimming pool. So I have that out back. She's not so sure of it. And Chloe just wants to drink the water. So I am not going to be able to keep it out there. But guess what? We got some rain yesterday. Out of the blue, it rained. And you know what? I had all my boxes out there from bringing them from storage. So I'm scrambling trying to find a couple of tarps and throwing things into my storage shed. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is not good. So yeah, out of the blue, we just had like a little monsoon type rain. It wasn't much, but it was enough. It got my boxes wet. Not a good thing. And some of the stuff didn't have covers. I brought everything over from storage and it was just sitting outside so I could leisurely go through it and put it on the shelves in my new shed and sort it. And we're going to have a Chalk Couture surface sale because I have so many. And I'm going to be creating special projects for some of those. Like I have lots, sorry, my eyes are itchy this morning. I have lots of stars and I have lots of snowflakes and I have the cutest little projects for them in my head. So we'll see if it turns out the way that in my head it sometimes you have an idea um, and you sketch it out and you're like, will this work or not? I think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna work. So I want to create some fun projects with those. And I know some of you guys already have that. Ellen says, I'm convinced the phone lines listen to us. You've never seen an ad. That is so funny. I bet they do. I bet they do listen. That is hilarious. Hi, Carmen. Good morning. Hi, Karen Ross. Hope you're having a better day today. Hi, Carol. Um, Okay, oh, hi Pam. I don't know if I said hi yet. Okay, let's get started. This is fun. So there's a little truck. You can kind of see it here, little truck. These are 3 pumpkins, and this is a pumpkin latte. So these are all standers, and then we have our. This is gonna be a little garland. And it's pumpkin latte garland. So that's the theme. The theme is pumpkins. Let me get this table in correctly here, and then we'll switch it over, and let me turn things around. So cute stuff. Lots of fun stuff, and I'll definitely have to look at my little cheat sheets to make sure I'm doing it correctly. So this is a stander. This is a stander. This is a stander. Isn't that cute? Oh, guess what? I have to go. Hang on 2 seconds. I redid the sign. I have to go run and grab that. It's on my laser because this one doesn't have any words on it. I'll have to let me go for just a second, but let me turn these so you guys can look at it. This is what we're doing. Aren't these so cute? Okay, hang on 2 seconds. I'm going to run and I'm going to grab the little sign that goes on that. At first I didn't engrave it, and let me just grab it. My dogs are following me back and forth. They're like, "Mom, what's going on? Mom, what you doing, Mom?" Okay, I had to engrave that. It says pumpkin patch you pick. When I first made this, I didn't engrave it, so I had to go back and do it. Hi Janine, how are you? Hi Sarah. Okay, some of you guys have already purchased all of this stuff, so I want to be able to show you how to make it. Because you're seeing the pictures. Here's the thing. You're seeing the pictures because the creator of this file allowed me to share the pictures on Shopify. And so it confused you. You're looking for that video. And it doesn't exist yet. So let's go ahead and let's create a video. I know. I try to do a video for everything that I post. It doesn't always happen. Sometimes I just don't get around to it. There's some summer stuff that I never got around to doing, but I try. I really do try. Taking all the ribbon, all the little stuff that I don't need on that, and we're going to bring in our board and we're going to start painting. Hi Bridget, how are you? Hope you guys are having a good day. Hope it's starting out good. Let me just find a place to set this for un momento for just a second here. And I don't know if I need my hot glue gun. I'll plug it in a second. We'll bring this up. I think I might need a bigger space than this. And it has ribbon stuck to it. Of course it does. Of course it has stuff stuck to it. So this is our board that we paint on, if you don't know. I just put tape. This tape is kind of wearing out. We almost need new tape. I usually can use it like 5, 6 times. And then I have to replace it. It's still sticky. We'll use it this morning. Okay, let's get the important things on there, and then we'll just keep going. I'm going to scoot this up for a second. Hi, Laura. Hi, Deb, my sister. How are you? Okay, the base is you only paint one part of it. I can put that all the way to the top because you don't need to see the base. The base is easy. Okay, our little pumpkin has all its pieces. We just kind of want to keep everything together that goes together so that I'm not sorting it in color. I'm sorting it per project. So I'm worried that I'm going to get things separated and not know where they go. So I think on the other one, on the pumpkin latte, on the little garland, I'm going to end up using a separate sheet. Okay, this says hello pumpkin on it. Has a little sign, has some leaves, and then there's a couple little things here, some hearts. There's some hearts. You guys, it's like a hot mess Monday. Okay, this is lots of layers. All right, so lots of layers here of these pumpkins. I'll have to remember that as I'm painting it, but there's lots of layers. Okay, I have my truck next, so I'm trying to, okay, this goes with the big one. Okay, so that goes with the big one. Let's scooch this over. That goes with that, and then we have this pumpkin here, And then this goes with this pumpkin up here. Okay, I want to make sure because we're going to paint our pumpkins different colors. Here's my base for my truck. This truck is going to be so cute. And we probably should have only done these projects, but I think we can go ahead and do the garland and just kind of throw that into. Okay, this is going to be painted a brownish color because of that. And the truck, actually, if you look at the truck, it is kind of just all one piece. These pumpkins are in the truck. They're not separate. They're already attached to the truck. So I'll pull that off to do that. Okay, so there's that. And then I don't know if I can fit all these others on here. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to fit all of these on here. We'll see. We'll see if it's going to work. Okay, so we have 4 of these. We should sort them by all the little things that are on there. And we have all of these. All the cream parts, all the centers. I have the hearts in my hands. It might fit. It might. It's going to be really close. It's going to be really close. Okay, I have all the hearts. And here's this. If I move this down or turn it sideways, let me look at this. So this is just all painted pumpkin. Okay, so if I just kind of turn that, and then this part will be brown afterwards. And the little hearts, my little hearts can just fit in between, right? Wherever they will go, I will put a little heart. Okay, so we have all that. Ooh, it's hot in here. Or is it just me? I might just be hot this morning. Okay, here's our board. There's a lot on it. Hi, Melissa. How are you? Hi, Laura. Thanks for sprinkling. I appreciate it. Okay, let's get started with this. The bases are all going to be brown. Let's just start at the top and go down. So the bases are all going to be brown. We're going to start, and you know what? I didn't wash, these were sitting on my thing. I didn't wash my little trays. We're going to use them. You can just use them. If you forget to wash these, generally this will just peel right out, but I just didn't take time to do that. So I have my little trays from yesterday. We're going to be using the same colors. I have tons of paintbrushes. I have lots of paper towels ready. Tons of paper towels ready for my paintbrushes. Okay, so let me just scooch that over. I'm going to put my paintbrushes to the side here. And if I have to pull other colors, then I will. But I have lots of paintbrushes ready to go. Oh, have fun at your market, Deb. I hope you do great. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Chris. Hi, Madonna. Thanks for sprinkling. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to scooch this up and I'm going to have that right there. So brown stuff. Let's do all the brown stuff. So I have, let's see. Okay, so bases are brown. All right, the bases are brown. And this is watered down. This is milk chocolate. I like to use Americana brand paint. And this color is milk chocolate, and it's watered down a little bit, so it kind of is just a little wash on here. I'll have it watered down because I use it on a lot of other projects watered down. My little sign, my little pumpkin patch sign is not going to be brown. I lied. So this part's going to be brown. My pumpkin patch sign is actually going to be white. Okay, a whitish color. Okay, now white. Let's go with white next. Let's do our cream. Is going to be white, and everything will be inked. You guys, I have a dilemma on, I need to start cutting my kits that I'm taking with me on Saturday and figuring out what I'm going to take to paint. I want to do a lot of fall stuff. I love this cute stuff. I think this kind of stuff would sell, and no me's, but then I want to have Christmas stuff too. I am like so stuck on what I want to take to paint for 3 days. I need to have 3 days worth of stuff to paint. So, yeah, it's a little crazy in my mind right now, thinking of all this stuff. Okay, I'm going to just kind of go sideways. If I have to go back and fill this in with a pen, I will, but I'm trying not to get my words filled in. I'm trying to just go sideways on here. You can use the little makeup sponges. They work really well. But this is like a makeup sponge. This works just like one. So I'm just kind of painting sideways, getting some paint on there, but not filling in my letters. Just like that. Just like that. Okay, anything else white? The inside of my wheels. Okay, so just looking back and forth at my picture here. Oh, I didn't put myself in the corner. Yeah, you have to write the color of the paint on the back of each piece. So oh, darn. Yeah, it's hard sometimes. It's hard. Let me put myself up in the corner. Let me do that. Sometimes it wants to do it backwards. Okay, there we go. Here, hi guys. Hi, I'm here. Okay, and then I just need to figure out all my colors on all of my pumpkins. My main pumpkins here, I'm going to use the Canyon Orange. I'm really loving this new color that I got. I hadn't used this before, Canyon Orange. So I'm going to use that. You can use Spice Pumpkin's a good color too. But I kind of like the Canyon Orange is just a little bit different color. I'm going to do the entire pumpkin. Of the pumpkin that I'm going to do this color, I will go ahead and do that pumpkin right now. So I'll figure out which pumpkins I'm going to do. So I'm definitely going to do the big mug, and I'll do the ones that are the garland too. So I'm going to do all of this. I'll go back and I will do my little, there are little cinnamon sticks. So I'll go back and I'll do that in brown after this. So I'll have to kind of figure that out. And actually, you don't have to be really careful because the cream goes over the top of that. What I love about these files is that they're created to be easy for you. They're created to be easy. They're layers. And that is what I love most about them is they're layers. They're easy for everybody. We all can do them. Okay, next one is, okay, so this pumpkin's going to be that color. And then this big pumpkin is going to be that color. So I need to paint, and there's layers here. So see, I don't have to be super careful. Oh, my stick right here is going to be brown. I'm looking back and going, oh yeah, I did miss some brown. So this stick is brown right here. And so my stems are going to be brown too, but I'm going to go back and do those. So I'm not going to worry about that. Hi, Tony. How are you? Hi, Tammy. Glad to have you guys here. Okay, we're doing some pumpkin stuff. So a lot of you have purchased this already, so I wanted to go ahead and do the little tutorial so that you have that. I have people ask me, they see the pictures posted on Shopify and they're like, where's the video? Oh, I haven't done it yet. I'm going to get a small brush for that to do the one in the center. I'm going to have lots of brushes today, guys. Lots of brushes. Okay, so that color is Canyon Orange. You can use Spice Pumpkin. You can use whatever color you want. I'm just really loving this new color, Canyon Orange. I'm thinking it's my new favorite. Okay, I'm going to be really careful doing this part. And the truck is going to be black. So I'm just going to do this center pumpkin this color. I just thought, you know what, while we're doing, this is going to be easy to do this. I was hoping that it'd be easy to also do the pumpkin latte garland. We'll see, because we're going to be multitasking, going back and forth on colors. Okay, and my leaves will end up being like a brownish color. So I could take my brown and color them right now, and we'll add some orange in there. So I'm just kind of pouncing because I don't want to put a ton of color on there. Just kind of pounce, pounce, pounce at your leaves. Hi, Shelly. How are you? I'm listening while you work. That's awesome. Glad you can do that, Tammy. I know. I listen to tons of things as I work. Guys, funny thing happened last night. So I was working away, and you know, sometimes I just get exhausted. And I say I don't sleep a lot, but there's times when I'm mentally exhausted. Okay, next pumpkin is going to be, this one's going to be blue. I love our robin egg blue. So it's going to be robin egg blue. This is the only color that is not Americana. So this is our Michael's brand. Okay, so that one's going to be that color. Also, this one's going to be that color. So I'll put a little bit over here. I was doing a huge wedding order, running both lasers, and then I woke up like 2 hours later. At least it was 2 hours later, not like 6 hours later. I fell asleep on my computer last night. I know that doesn't surprise you guys, and it does happen, but I was just, I think it was because I was running so hard trying to get the big order done that my body just was worn out. My brain was worn out, so I did not get my big order done. I will be starting that as soon as I get done here. I will be going in there and I will be starting the big order again to finish it up. It has to go out today. So it's a big wedding order. We do wedding stuff too. That's was our first thing that we did with the laser, aside from the ornaments. We were cutting ornaments and painting them year round, but we were doing wedding stuff. So anyways, I fell asleep. I must have been tired. So hey Karen, oh my gosh, I hope you are doing a little bit better. I'm gonna get a drink of water. Sorry. Happy Wednesday, Maria. I've been worried about Karen. She's been really sick. Really, really sick. Not a good thing. Oh, I think I painted the wrong pumpkin blue. You know what? I was going to paint this one blue. So we're gonna paint this one a different color. Let's do this one our green. So I'm gonna do aloe. I'm looking at my cheat sheet and going, oh, I did the wrong color. You know what? That doesn't matter, because the color is the color that you want it to be. It doesn't have to be the color that it is on a sheet. It doesn't have to be the color that Darlene tells you to do. So this is aloe. We're going to do our little pumpkin aloe. We're kind of doing these to kind of match the other stuff we did, but a little bit different too, because I really loved this color for a pumpkin. I really loved using that. Okay, so aloe for that. And then let me get a little brush and I'll do aloe over on this one. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay to change things up too. So if you want things to be different, you can do it however you want it, guys. You do not, oops, I almost got blue in there. You do not have to follow exactly like I do. So this is aloe, A-L-O-E, aloe, just like aloe vera, aloe. Yeah, it's a great color. I like it. Okay. What's next? What is next? Okay, this sign goes on here. So the backer on that sign is gray. I don't have gray out. Let me grab some gray. Because you know, I have all my colors right here. That's what I worry about going up to my cabin. I have a ton of colors there, but am I going to have every color that I need? So this is slate gray. Yeah. I knew that I was going to need a lot of different colors. I just wasn't sure what colors. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, okay, this is gonna be black, and our truck is black. Part of the truck is gray. These are gray, like the tires are gray. Okay, so let me get some gray out for the tires, and let me get another one of these dishes right here. We'll just set it right here. My tires are gray. My truck is black. Okay, so I'm gonna do the gray. The white little circle goes in there, and then this goes over. So you don't have to be extremely careful around the tire. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that. So around the tire, if you go out of there, it's not gonna matter, because this is going over it, and these are gonna be black. Okay, so don't stress and say I can't do that. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can do it. No sleep up. Oh gosh, that is not fun. Hopefully you get to rest. That's so hard, Karen. I'm so sorry. So sorry you're having so many struggles. Gosh, that's not fun. Okay, I'm just going to get this done. Like I said, you don't have to be as careful. The bottom part, I do want this to be black. When I do my black on my truck, I will go back and I'll do that. So great for this. Most of these colors are all covering with one coat. Okay, so the only thing that I see that I need to go back over is the blue. Actually, I need to go back over that, and then I need to go over the white. So my white is not covering completely. White never does on stuff like this. So sometimes you just have to realize that. The other colors all look really good. So I don't need to do a second color on any of the other colors except for the light blue and the white. Okay, so we're doing good here. Okay, I'm going to do my red for my hearts. My red is going to be, I really like this, the deep burgundy. Okay, so we'll do deep burgundy. And look at, you can see my words really well when I did my little sign. Can you see it? Pumpkin spice. Can you see it now? Can you see it now? It's probably blurry. I can see it and it's blurry. Sorry. All right. a little bit of deep burgundy for the hearts. We're going to need that on the other sheet too. So we're going to be switching to the other sheet in just a moment and letting this kind of dry, and we'll get all the other things done. So these are all our little hearts. And now we need to do black for the truck. So I'm going to dry that really quickly though, because I don't want to blend some of my colors there. So let me just dry that. It's looking really good, and look, it's not taking that much time. I need to go over the blue a second time, the white a second time, and do my black. So my letters, my Hello Pumpkin, that's going to be black. Okay, let me do my white. My white is the inside of my tires here. The white signs I don't need to go over because they're perfect. My blue is right here. I do need to do the stems. So I'll need to do the stems with my brown. My leaves, I kind of like the way they are, but I'm going to add a little bit of color to them. So my leaves, I'm going to grab my brush that has my pumpkin-y color on it, my canyon orange, and I'm just going to tap and add a little bit of that color in there. And then I'm going to grab my one that has the aloe, and I'm going to add some of that color on there. Actually, I should dry in between so I don't get, let's dry in between. So I'm just kind of putting different colors on the leaves. Okay. All right. So a little bit of my green, not a lot, Darlene. Just a little bit. Tap gently. Tap gently in there. And I'll be inking all that. So, okay, let's do our black. We need to do our stems on all of our things and our cinnamon sticks. Oh, I need to, no, you know what? This blue looks fine because I used the brush on it. Okay, so black is next. Okay, so I can just pour some on here. I'm going to be careful around the tires, but remember this goes over it, so I don't have to be as, I can get pretty close, but I don't have to go really close. So that's going to go over that, so that's going to be black also. Hi Cheryl, how are you? Hi Lori. These are so fun. I love the trucks. I love the pumpkin latte. We're gonna do a pumpkin latte garland. What are we doing down there? Hello, underneath me. Hello, Missy. You do not get into stuff. Hey, you. She swishes her tail at me. Miss Chloe, Cocoa Bear. I don't even know how she got that name. Chloe, Cocoa Bear. I don't even know. We call her Cocoa Bear. It's kind of funny. Okay, I'm going to get a small brush to go along there because I really don't want to mess it up. What are we doing underneath? She's like right under my feet. I know you're going to get into trouble. You're going to grab something and I'm going to find it chewed up out there. She's so naughty sometimes. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Can you see everything? Let me just go a little bit smaller on this. There we go. Now you can see my lap. Hey, what we doing down there on the floor? Don't eat stuff. Don't eat stuff. Okay, I'll get a small brush to get the little tiny area next to that. Okay, so I think I can go right there. But I worry about right next to my pumpkins because I don't want to mess it up. I do not want to mess up any of my pumpkins. Can you hear her underneath me? And then she'll crawl under this desk. She can get that flat. She's so silly. She's such a silly girl. Okay, so there's my black on the truck. Okay, what else needs to be black on here? Did I say anything else? Oh, the words. The words need to be black too. But I just want to kind of really carefully do the words. I want to just kind of pounce a little bit. There we go. I don't want to fill it in. So if you just kind of pounce with these little brushes, it really gets it. Your granddaughter's name is Chloe and you call her Chloe Bear. Oh, that's funny. That is so hilarious. I don't know why. Just one day it's like Cocoa Bear. She's such a funny one. Oh my gosh. Just a hilarious dog. I just love her to death. Okay, I got to get a little bit of black, so I'm going to put some into my little palette dish here. We'll just pour it on to one of these colors that I didn't use the dark blue. So let's go ahead and put it into the dark blue. And today I will wash my dishes. My little palette dishes. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit closer on this. And then I'm going to do this. I'm going to stand up because I'm you know, you just got to sometimes. It goes sideways. If you want to tape things off, you can. If you feel like you need to put blue painter's tape down right there so that you don't make an oopsie, you just do that, okay? If it's easier for you, if you have a shaky hand, then you might want to put blue painter's tape down there to just help so that you don't get the edge. Okay, let me, it's funny with our animals, and I call Marley, I go Marmar. Marley's my Marmar. She's hilarious. I loved yesterday, you know, I got her pool and I took her out to play in the pool, and she didn't really know what to think when I stuck her in the pool. She's like, what is this? And they immediately start drinking the water because they associate water with drinking it, right? They don't really think that they're just going to get in there and get to play in a pool. So I only had like an inch of water in there to start with. I don't want them to drown. Okay. All right. So there's that. We do need to do the stems on our pumpkins, and we need to do our little, whatever it is, the cinnamon sticks. So I need to get another brush. Told you I was going to have lots of brushes out here. I have lots of angled brushes. This one didn't get washed very well. This one still has paint in it. Not good. Not good. What word do you say? What do the words say next to the green pumpkin? Next to the green pumpkin, these here, pumpkin patch you pick. This says hello pumpkin. So this is pumpkin patch you pick. This is pumpkin spice. Okay, I'm going to get some brown. Where do I have brown? I'll have brown right here. And I'll do my stems. I like to do brown for my stems. You can use green or brown or whatever you want to use. I'm generally using brown. Okay, so this brush isn't working really well. I am so sad. I hate it when I do that. Okay, is there any way to restore this brush? What can I soak it in? Obviously, the paint, it did not get washed out. So if I have a brush that is completely destroyed, and they're not cheap. So the brushes, I think they cost a couple of dollars. So is there something I can soak that in? Acetone? Will that destroy the brush? Okay, doing my little stuff. And then we're going to switch over to the other one while this dries. And then we'll come back, we'll ink everything, and we'll assemble it. This project's a little bit long, but I wanted to do both things because I've sold a ton of these and I've sold a ton of the garlands. And I wanted to get the little project out here for you guys so that you have the video. All right. Here we go. And then basically you can do as much as you want to. You can do little white dots everywhere. You can do the little hash marks. You can do speckling. I'll probably do speckling because I think speckling will be perfect for these. Getting all my little stems and trying not to stick my hand in it and not have shaky hand. Okay, there's that. All right. How does Marley like me? It's so funny. She does love it, but she just thinks it's a big water bowl. She's hilarious. She thinks it's a big water bowl. So okay, let's switch. Let's see if I can move this and put it over here. And there's only 3 colors on here. 4 colors on this one. Let me just move this over. Okay, so we're going to go back to our orange. We're going to use our same orange. So we're going to use our Canyon orange. We're going to use our white. Where's my white brush? Get my brushes that I need. And we're going to need our brown for here. And we're going to need our red brush for our burgundy. Okay, all right. So let's start at the top. This one's really easy. So this is going to be a little garland. Water with dish soap. Not really hot, but hot. Okay. I don't have linseed oil, but I can try. Oh, Terry, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sprinkling, Tina. Thank you, Cynthia. Okay, so this is a little garland, and they're little pumpkin lattes. Aren't they cute? And you know what? They could be maybe chai tea latte, pumpkin latte. I don't know. I'm sure that is there pumpkin chai tea? I think I asked that question yesterday, and I'm not sure if anyone answered me, and I didn't see it. So I guess it could be tea in a little pumpkin cup, but I just think it's super cute. And I have lots of people that purchased, and I want to be able to get it done for you guys. Okay, so there's my white. That's just white. Okay. Next is all the pumpkins. We'll do all the pumpkins, and then we'll go back and we'll do the brown part. And then we have our little hearts. Let's just do our hearts. I think I have enough on here. This is I think it's deep burgundy. Let me look. Yep, deep burgundy. It's a great burgundy red color. You can use red if you want. The deep burgundy, I just love it for fall. Okay, and then our canyon orange. Use any orange that you want. Spiced pumpkin, burnt orange, whatever color that you want your little pumpkins to be is great. I'm just going to pour some on here. It just makes it easier. I'm just hoping I have the right amount. By the time that I get down to the bottom, it should be fine. And then just start spreading. That painting goes really fast, guys. It really does. When I'm painting with other people, they tell me I have to slow down. They're like, we want to enjoy painting. I'm like, I just want to get it done. I'm generally a really fast painter when I paint things, unless I'm asking a lot of questions. So get this all done. You actually don't have to do the whole thing, but it's hard to know where to stop, and actually let's not do all the way to the top. Let's not do all the way up there, because we know the cream is going to be there, and that way we don't have to dry it to do our little cinnamon sticks. Okay, does that make sense? We just have to go up a little ways because that cream's going to go over it, but we don't know where it's going to join. So go ahead and just get all of this done. All right. Looking good, guys. It is looking so good. So excited. So excited to get this done for you guys. And also for me to decorate. I can't wait to put this on my wall. But then it's all coming down as soon as I have the craft show. You know that I do that. Okay, I probably still have brown in here. That I can use. Yeah, I do. So I'm just gonna tap on the little cinnamon sticks to get those, and I don't have to worry about it getting onto the part that is where the white goes, because it's covering it. Okay, so tap. There's my cinnamon sticks, and then what we're gonna do is we're going to dry this, and we will ink this one, and we'll glue it together, and then we'll go to the other project. So while this is drying, it will dry so that the glue will dry so that we can thread it all together. All right, we're getting there. We are getting there, guys. Isn't it so cute? I love it. And what I love about the MDF is we don't have to sand it. If this is regular wood, you're going to sand it. This is the premium MDF that has a special core in it that cuts really easily on the laser. So there may be a day when we go back to the Baltic birch plywood, if they ever start trading with Russia again. But the other Baltic birch that's been imported from China is not good. So we have not found any that has worked for us. So we're sticking with this for now, because it works, and you guys have said that you like it. So, yeah, I love it. And you know what? My white, I'm not even going to have to do a second coat. Okay, let's ink all these things, and then we'll glue together. The only things I won't ink are my little hearts. I'll leave my hearts. And I'll ink everything else. And I keep looking to see when this ink pad's back in stock. You can probably find it at your local craft store. But online on Amazon, where it's easy, it's out of inventory right now. I usually try to give you the link every now and again. And the last time somebody asked me for the link, it was out of stock. So hoping it comes back in stock. There are other colors. I like this color. This is Memento Luxe Espresso Truffle. And I just turned my little piece. So I have it in my hand, and I'm just inking and kind of turning the little piece, kind of spinning it with my fingers around when it's a small piece like this. Okay, so I want to just ink it all. I do want to speckle. Okay, so I do want to speckle before I join before I string them onto the jute. So I have to remember that. I have to remember to speckle. But I am going to glue these all together so that they can be drying before I have to do all that. Okay, so it's really fast to do this part. You just kind of turn it, just turn your project, just kind of spin it with your fingers. Get some ink on there. This just kind of gives it definition on the edges. It's kind of like shading. If you're a tool painter, this is in lieu of shading. If you want to shade it with a brush, you can do that. Okay, so some people just tediously go in and shade with a brush. Darlene doesn't. I try to do it the easy way because you know what? Life needs to be easy, right? We need life to be easy. Kind of do the edges of your little cinnamon sticks there. They don't sell the totes anymore. Okay, let me see. You ordered MDF this morning. Awesome. You purchased one of John's. Let me look and see. Oh, okay. Okay, perfect. They don't sell the totes anymore with chocolate torte. They don't. The totes. The big thing. The holder. Are you talking about the one that holds a bazillion things? Or is it the one that holds the transfers? I'm not sure which one you're talking about. Is it the flat one or the one that folds out that holds, like, could hold your grandchild? Could hold a baby. Could hold a dog. I haven't looked recently. I know that they were giving those away on a promotion. And so sometimes when they do that, I think that they're getting inventory moved out. And yeah, I honestly don't know. I got some right there. I'm gonna take a little piece of Clorox wipe. I got some where I don't want it. This is water soluble. So if you have a little oopsie, like I really don't want it to be right there, I'm just gonna take a piece of Clorox wipe and I'm gonna wipe that off. Hi Kelly, how are you? Do you know when you're getting your Halloween tiered tray? It should be there by, let's see, what's today? Should be there by Friday. Okay, today's Wednesday. Yes, some of the stuff got delayed. Some of the stuff, honestly, I was working on stuff and Tara was working on stuff, and then I had my friend's big order come in, and some of the stuff just fell through the big crack. And so I did say at the very beginning that we should be 100% caught up today. So I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. There are some things that just did not go out when they should have. So I am incredibly sorry that we got a little behind. And you guys ordering on Shopify when I had my sale, oh my goodness, that kind of threw us behind too. So you should have it Friday is my bestest guess. So sorry for the delay. I know it's hard to wait sometimes. I would be the same way. I would be exactly the same way. I want it in my hands. I want to create this now. But you know, the problem is that there are only so many hours in the day, and like I said earlier, I didn't get my big wedding order done. Weddings are always a priority because of date. You know, we have brides that go, my wedding is on Saturday, can you get this to me? And you know, it's it's pretty crazy that they don't plan ahead. You know, sometimes that happens, and you're like, I'm so sorry, we're not able to do that for you. But our weddings are usually the priority, and then on the other laser, we're cutting all the kits. So sometimes there's not enough time. But yes, everything is going to be caught up today, 100%. So I'm really excited about that. My big 500 plus order was picked up yesterday. So that was a lot too. Okay, so I'm gonna put 2 hearts on the left and 2 hearts on the right, and then we're gonna set this to the side, and we're gonna let this start drying while we glue the other stuff together. Isn't this so cute? Now, if you want to put the heart in the center, you can. Okay, you absolutely can. I probably should look at the pattern. The pattern might show to do that. Did I do it wrong? Oh no, the pattern's like this. Okay. I was looking at my little cheat sheet. Okay, so now I'm going to put this on here and I'll set this to the side and we'll bring in the other sheet that we painted and we'll assemble all that. Aren't those so cute? Those are so stinking cute. And they didn't take much time at all. This one is really fast. This is a really quick project. Okay, so I'm going to bring in the other sheet. I'm going to trade sheets. You should see me. Okay, I'm going to set this down for a second. I'm going to move this over here. I just need a great big warehouse. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, these are going to get glued together. I usually try to glue them together right away because that way they can start getting set up. Because you don't want your bases to move. You always want to make sure that you line up the hole. Like, look at this hole is offset. You're always going to line up your hole to make sure that they are straight up and down because it might not be completely centered. It might be offset like that. Okay, so let's get that part done and then we'll move down our board and we'll start. Oh, actually we need to ink the edges. Ink the edges, guys. And we'll dry everything. I thought it would all be dry. It's not all dry yet. So I can see the stem part on the pumpkins is not completely dry. Okay, so there's that. These are so fun. I love this. What do you think, guys? I think these are so stinking cute. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. All right. Oops. That goes on there. And oops, Darlene. It's, you know, it's like a hot mess Monday. It's a hot mess Monday for me here. I'm not making too many messes. I'm just like, I shouldn't be tired because I got 2 extra hours of sleep last night. I know the truck is going to be so cute. When I put it all together, you're going to go, oh my gosh. Okay, there's one base. I'm going to set my bases to the side. You always want to make sure you check that the hole lined up so that when you go to put the little sitter part, the little part into it, that it goes in. Otherwise, you're going to be prying it apart with the knife. Yeah, I've done that. I've had to do that before because I messed it up. All right. That's not right. So I'm going to switch it. So I look through there and it's like, nope, there we go. That's the right way. Okay, now I can see all the way through it. It's offset to the side, so don't do what I just did. Okay, all right, now we can dry. We'll finish drying and we'll ink all the edges on all of this stuff and we'll get this all assembled. So it's just one step at a time. Don't ever look at a project and think, oh, it's too overwhelming. It really isn't. Everything is always one step at a time to get things done. Okay? Break it down into small pieces. Do a little bit at a time if you have to. Or sit down and just paint for a few hours. It will go by really quickly. All right, that is dry. Okay, so now we can take everything off the board and we can get rid of our board. I'll kind of lay things together that go together. We'll ink everything. I don't ink the small words and I don't ink the little tiny hearts. Okay, everything else gets inked. That goes with that. That goes there. These pumpkins go on here. This is going to be adorable. Cannot wait. And then the leaves. Just trying to get everything off the board right now. I'm debating on, I'm not going to ink my tags because I think my tags, that will be a problem. I'm not going to ink the center of, am I going to ink the center of that? Maybe. I'm going to ink part of my part of my truck. Oh, part of my truck is wet still. Okay, so let me do this. Let me get a Clorox wipe my fingers so I don't touch something else and get everything on it. I'm going to move my board and I'll scooch everything up so you can see it. Okay, so I just wanted to get everything off the board. I'm going to grab a paper towel and I'm going to dry the edge of my stuff. Okay, so that gets pushed up. That gets pushed up. This still had black paint on it. That's the problem with just quickly doing things. Sometimes you might have some paint on it. Okay, we're going to ink the edges on everything that we set aside here. I know, isn't it fun? Oh my gosh. Hi, Linda. How do you get your kits, past ones that I've done? Oh, let me give you the link. Let me give you the link right here to the Shopify page where you can find all of those things. All of them. If it will open for me. Shopify should have everything in it. There's the Shopify website, and then you would just scroll through and you can look at everything. I know. I love the truck. I think that wouldn't the truck be cute enlarged? And I am going to ink the edges on the truck because it does kind of change it. You can't. It's hard for you to see. You're not going to see all of that. I'm going to lightly ink around that stuff. Okay, so you're just going to barely see anything on here. We're going to do a little bit of other stuff on the truck. We're going to do some white lines on the truck. Oh, you know what? She actually used she used a white to shade it. I do have white. I do have a white ink pad, but I haven't used it in a long time. I am not sure where it's at. I am not sure where my white ink pad is. I'll look in my drawer really quick and see if it's there. Okay, just gonna ink around all the edges. I didn't look at what I needed. You know, I'm just one of those people that just wing it, right? You know that I always just kind of fly by the seat of my pants and hope that I have everything within reach. And sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't have those things. Okay, just inking all the edges on stuff. And I'll do all these little pumpkins. I'm kind of thinking just barely on this, just barely on the white part. Just barely. Okay. And then all of these guys get inked on the edges. So just, it doesn't take that long. You can see that I'm just turning it with my fingers. So just turn. And before you know it, it's all done. It really, honestly, it just adds so much. And I just kind of pull backwards. I'm just pulling backwards on this or sideways, depending on how I'm turning this. I'm just getting a little bit of the ink on there. I'm going to ink my cute little leaves. My leaves, I did 3 colors. I did the brown, I did the orange, and I did green on them. So they're just kind of fallish colors. Okay, ink this. So cute, guys. I love this. I knew it was going to turn out good. I look at it and go, oh, I can't wait to paint that. I cannot wait to paint that. So I know a lot of, I didn't paint the bottom of this. I'm going to go back and I'm going to do that really quickly because, well, it's really not going to show. Part of it might peek out of the thing. You know what? Let's just ink it. There we go. Okay, it might peek up through the bottom part. Okay, there's all that. Let me look for that white ink pad really quick. Let me look for that. Let me see if I have it right here. Do I have it right here? There's one other place for me to look really quick. Oh, it is. Okay, so this is what I use. The white is called Antique Linen. Okay, so this is by Ranger. Distress Oxide. Antique Linen. It's Jim Holtz. Okay, so let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can do the white on the edges. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna get that in there. You can use a little whatever. Oops, that's not what I wanted. And the great thing is that you can take a Clorox wipe and you can wipe this off also. So this will come right off. I think that I probably, to get in the sides there, I'm going to have to use something like a Q-tip or a little brush. How about a Q-tip? Let's try a Q-tip to do that. Once you get your kits, then come to the page. Yes, exactly. You have the stencil for a truck, but you never used it. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can go to my videos. Okay, I'm going to just get some on a Q-tip. And let's try this. Yeah, there we go. Q-tip works. I'll do the little edges that are really close. Hey, yeah. I hadn't tried a Q-tip before. I know they have the little tiny sponges. Sponges will work, but Q-tip was right at hand. I'm just going to go right along there and get the edges. Because the ink pad's too big to get in there. We can do the other part with that, but hey, this is working. Q-tip's working. Q-tip is cheap, right? And doesn't everybody have Q-tips? Probably. Okay, so we can do this probably with the ink pad. Well, you know, it's not working that great. This ink pad is different. So this ink pad doesn't press down. Okay, so this ink pad is really solid. It probably has more ink in it. It's made differently than my other one. So I'm just going to continue to use my Q-tip to do my edges on this. Yeah. All right, that it's working with that. So I'm just getting a little bit of the white on there just to kind of make it look a little distressed and to define it, to help define the edges. Okay, we're almost done. If you want, you can add like white dots and highlights and all of that. I think I'm going to skip that part at the moment. Let me see. Actually, I have my paint pens. Okay, so that goes like that. So this fits together like this, this, and this. Should we glue it together? We could add the white dots. You know what? The white dots are really cute. So let's go ahead and let's do all that. We'll do that with a paintbrush and a stylus. Okay. So where's my glue? Who's on first? Yes. You want to do them, but I need to join and order everything. But I know I can't get everything now. Oh, that's okay. So you don't have to join anything for these kits. These kits you don't have to join. All you have to do is purchase. You can purchase a couple at a time. If you want to do the chocolate tour stuff, that's a whole different thing. I have a couple of businesses that I do. So we have our laser engraving business that we've had forever. So we have all that on Etsy, and we had our cutouts on Etsy, and we still have some. And then we opened the Shopify to put just the cutouts because Etsy was charging so much. They charge on shipping. They charge if you were to click on this on an outside link, like if you saw it on Pinterest, I can end up paying 30% in the end on an order. And that's any order that you place in the next 30 days, which doesn't seem fair, guys. Does not seem fair at all. So we had to switch things up. We opened the Shopify. We're trying to make sure it's user friendly for you guys. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything on the truck. Anything else on the truck? Nope, that's all on the truck. So I'm gonna let that dry for a moment. Isn't that cute? That is so cute. I love it. I love it. Okay, now we're gonna do this. We are gonna speckle everything too. So remember that. Remember we're gonna speckle, Darlene. Remember you're gonna speckle. Sometimes I forget everything. If you have questions, you can send me a message, and I'm going to honestly say I do not always get right back with you. I have a full-time job too. I do bookkeeping full-time. So I have a lot that I do, but I love being busy. And I try really hard to get back to everybody same day, but sometimes I don't. And I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. There are just some days when I just barely have time to breathe. As soon as I'm done here, my phone starts ringing for work. This is my quiet, peaceful time that I love. This is my time, my Darlene time. Let me look and see how this other pumpkin goes in here. Okay, so it just fits like that. This is my time. And when the phone rings, during this time, I don't answer it. They have to wait. This is okay, Darlene is doing her stuff, and if anybody wants her, unless it's an absolute emergency, there is no answering phones right now. You're going to have to wait, and they do know that. They do know that I have to call them back sometimes. So I'll say, I was in the middle of my class. Sorry, I'll call you back. If they were persistent, then I suppose I'd have to end my live. But most people understand that I don't just do one thing. I do multiple things. So, okay, so my hearts, I have one big heart goes on here. So I want to make sure that one big heart goes over here. And you can put the little white dots on these and the little hash marks. We'll do that in a second here. What we'll do is we'll bring the other one in because it's dry already. Aren't these so cute? These are so stinking cute, guys. I'm so excited to have this out and about in my house. Make sure everything stays lined up. Oh my goodness, that is so adorable. Let me go in a little bit closer so you can see better. Isn't this so cute? These are so cute. Just do a couple at a time. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Just do a couple of things at a time. Right. Okay. Go ahead and get your little pumpkin. So excited about all this. So much fun. Okay, this is a tag that's going to be tied on there. So I'm not doing anything with that. This just goes, oh, to the side. Okay, so that goes right there. Okay, so now we can bring back in our other little things. Our little pumpkin latte garland. And we can do lines and stuff like that, and we'll speckle. Isn't this so cute? So these are going to be sitters. They're going to sit in these bases. Okay, so they're going to be in the bases. How fun. And this is a little tag that's going to go right on there. We'll bring in our little things, and we're going to do some little line work on these. It's not really line work. It's like the little slash with a paintbrush. Okay. So it's actually pretty big. A lot of times I use my stylus, but we're going to use on some of this, we're going to use a end of a paintbrush. Okay, where is a paintbrush that has a round end? That is my challenge of my life, because my newer paintbrushes, the ends are at an angle like that, so you can't use them. I like the paintbrushes that have this little round end like that, but I need one that's smaller. And I know I'm going to have one in here. Here's one right here. So this has the perfect size. Okay. I'm going to grab my white paint and we're going to do these. Okay. So okay. So this one over here, we're going to also use our stylus for other things. Okay. So this has a little line that goes down. Okay, so I'm going to dip my little paintbrush in here, and I'm going to go down like this and just draw that in. Okay, so it's like a little line, and then at the end, is there a little dot? There's no little dot on the end of that one. Usually there'd be like little dots. Oh, there are little dots. Okay, so then I'm going to take this, and I'm going to go da, do, do. And then there's one dot there. Okay, and then we're going to turn this upside down, and there's one here. Okay, so we're just going to go like this, like that, and then there's dot, 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 dot. Okay, so you don't have to do this. You can decide if you want to do it or not. So we're going to do it on all these. Sorry, I just need to do it now before we do our speckling. Oops, wrong end. There is a right and a wrong end. These are going to be speckled, so if you accidentally get a dot on this, don't worry, because you're going to be speckling this black and white anyways. Okay, so this is just kind of little highlights on here, and they don't have to be even. Okay, so one can be longer than the other. It just kind of gives it, see how it just gives it a little bit of highlight? Okay, so you can choose whether you want to do this or not. I don't always do this, okay? This one has it on this other side, so we're going to turn and go up on that side, okay? So we're going to go down on this side, and then we're going to go up on the other side. Oops, I keep doing the wrong end. There's a bigger and there's a smaller end, okay? And then I'm going to turn this around. My dogs are freaking out. The trash truck is out there. Picking up all my trash. I have so much wood stuff, guys. I have so many, we recycle our wood. So it does go, and all the scrap goes and gets recycled. So, okay, so see how fast, it really is pretty fast. We're just going to do all these, and then we'll dry them. And then we can assemble things. So it's optional, okay? And I'm making a mess here. I'll take my Clorox wipe and I'll wipe it up. The white lines really make it pop. You're right. They do. The white lines just really add to it. So, like I said, it's a choice you can do. You can use a little liner brush to do this. I'm just using the end of a paintbrush. Okay, so the end of a paintbrush works for me. And it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? Perfection is overrated, guys. Okay, same thing with this. Same type of thing. We're gonna start all the way up here and go down. And remember, turning it upside down, it makes it easy to do the other little things. Okay, and I do have paint on my hand now. I do have paint on my hand. Okay, and then we're going to speckle everything still. So we still have that coming up. Sometimes you have to go a couple of times in there. Oh my goodness, guys. We're getting there. Okay, so that's all with that. Make sure nothing moved on there. Okay, let's do these pumpkins. Let me look at my cheat sheet. Same thing basically. Basically same thing. It actually is smaller. Okay, so let me use, for this one, we're going to just use our stylus because we want to do it smaller. Okay, and then dot, dot, dot. And then a dot on each of the little hearts. And then let me just, I'm looking at all my lines and stuff. Oops, I almost got it brown. One right here. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, guys? Perfection's overrated. We know that. I'm going to do one up here. So do as much or as little as you want. It's totally up to you what you do. Okay? Totally up to you to decide, okay, it's time to stop. I don't need any more. I'm done. We have to do the truck still though. Okay, so yeah, it just adds to it. It's just like, okay, well, this is the final touches, and if you wanted to, you could do this after you speckle, because now I'm thinking some of these are probably going to be covered up, but it's okay. So look at that. Look at all the little white dots. You don't have to do that. You can choose to do that or not to do that. Okay, so our truck actually has a few on here. Let me see. The truck, we're going to do right here. And then where else? Oh, up in here has like a little one right there. I don't know why. It doesn't have to. You don't have to do this, honestly. It's totally up to you. She just had this on there, so I'm just. And the pumpkins just have dots. The pumpkins don't have little slash marks because they're so small. They just have little dots here and there. So, all right, almost done. Then we'll speckle. And speckling will add to it too. So speckling is going to add a lot to this. Let me look. Okay, and then right here. And then we're done. We're done with that. So see, it just kind of adds to it. All right, let's dry this. We have to dry this. I need to wipe up my, oops, there goes my stylus, which I have to grab because you know my dogs will grab that and it'll be chewed to bits because it is made of wood. And they love to chew on wood. So let me just grab that off my floor. I have to move my chair. It's right under my chair. I know my dogs. I know how they are. They grab everything. They would grab the Q-tips. They will grab anything in sight. Okay, and I'm going to clean up my mess right here. Okay, so these guys I did not use. Clean up my mess. I'll stack that. Clean up my mess here. We'll dry this and we're going to assemble things after we speckle. Yeah, we still have a little bit to go. Okay, let's bring all this stuff back down a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, and we'll dry. I know, they'd be cute as ornaments. Yes, on a fall tree, absolutely. So, you know what? I'll do some like that. I'll do some of these and I'll put the hole right at the top where the cream is. How fun would that be? That's a great idea. Thank you. I love everybody's ideas. Yeah, pumpkin mug for your friend. Yes, exactly. Yeah, the one yesterday, the pumpkin gift card holder, that was a lot of fun. Okay, so I'm just drying, making sure it's dry. You know, it takes dots a little bit longer to dry, so just be careful when you're touching everything. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay. Okay, so we need to speckle. All right. So let's stack these really carefully so I can bring my paper in. We have to protect the surface here, and we're going to speckle with black and white. And I'll probably just bring in a new palette dish. Okay. So my stuff is buried. Oh, here we go. Here it is. I'm like, okay, here's this. We need to do the bases too. Okay, so we need to speckle the bases as well. We're going to speckle everything in black and white, white and black. Left or right, right or left. Oh my goodness, guys. I know. Sometimes I'm a little cray-cray. Okay, what I'll do is I'm going to put them really closely here, and we'll see how much we need. We might need to put out more paper towels because we want to make sure we protect all of our surface here, so that I'm going to go out a little bit, maybe. Oh, that's as far as it goes out. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay, I'm going to put down more paper towels right here, because for one, I don't like having to clean up the splatter, and two, it was kind of down by my lap. Okay, I'll stand up to do this. Let me get another palette dish. We're going to do black and white. So we need a little bit of black, a little bit of white, and we're going to speckle. If you don't want to speckle, you can skip this step. It's not a requirement. So a little bit of black, a little bit of white, and then we need some water. Thanks for sprinkling. I appreciate it. I am giving sprinkle gifts every day. A lot of stuff just goes out with orders, but if I'll be asking for addresses if you don't currently have an order or haven't ordered before. So, all right, let me just take a drink. Darlene's thirsty. Okay, here we go. Let's get paper towel for fingers, paper towel for our little toothbrushes. This is how I speckle. Going back to the beginning of time. I'm going to stand up to do this so it makes it easier and I know what I'm speckling. Okay, take your toothbrush, not your husband's, not yours, an old toothbrush. Dip it into the water, dip it onto the paper towel. Dip it into the paint, dip it onto the paper towel, kind of tap, tap, tap. And then I get a tiny bit more water and tap, tap, tap. Okay? I want my speckles to be small. If you need to test it on a piece of paper, you can. I'll just pull back with my finger and test it and see, okay, they're small. Perfect. You don't want great big speckles. And you're just going to speckle everything. Okay? You're going to quickly move your finger across the bristles. Oopsie. Let's move that. I don't know that we need to speckle that. Let's kind of move that out of the way. That was funny. Speckle everything white, and then we'll go and we'll do black. And then sometimes we go back and we'll do a little bit more of our white. Okay, so everything is getting speckled. And then I'm gonna wipe my finger, so I have my paper towel for my finger. Hi Linda, how are you? Thanks for sprinkling. Oh, that's the other Linda. That's okay. Okay, you can sprinkle too. Okay, water, and then paper towel, and then paint, and then paper towel, and then I get just a tiny touch of water again. And then just tap onto your paper towel to get most of that off. And then you're going to gently pull back your finger and test it out. Okay, that looks good. See, you can see it on the white. And you just want to do as little or as much as you want, okay? Totally up to you. Don't overdo it. You don't want to cover every single area of this with speckles. It needs to just be kind of random on there, but even, okay? If you need to go back and add some white, you can. I'm looking at it and I'm thinking I actually didn't do too bad, but I'm going to add just a little bit of white. So water, paper towel, paint, paper towel, and then a little bit of water, paper towel, okay? I'm going to add just a little bit. Some of these didn't get as much. Okay. And I think we're about good. I think we're good. Okay. And then make sure you wash your brushes and all this stuff. Make sure everything gets washed, Darlene. Sometimes I don't get it washed right away. The phone rings. And then that's a problem. So we have to dry this and we still have to assemble. There's some water here I dumped. Oopsie. Don't do that. Don't get water on your project. Okay, let's dry this really quickly and then we can assemble. Could do brown speckles. Yes, you could do brown speckles if you wanted to. Absolutely. I did not speckle my tag. I kind of want my tag to just kind of, or should I speckle it? Now I'm looking at going, it probably needs some black speckles. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get some black speckles on there really quick. Okay, let me just do a few. Just a few. Okay, just a tiny few. I didn't want it to really stand out and not have anything on it. So this dries really fast. We're almost done. We have to string our garland together. We're almost done now. Alrighty. Okay, let's take these guys off and we'll put them in their bases. We'll string our garland together. We'll throw some ribbon on it. We have to tie this on. We're almost there though. So guys, I know it's a long project. Sorry. Sometimes it just takes longer, right? Okay, I save all this. I just fold it up and I put it over here and I use it over and over and over. Okay, let me look at my cheat sheet and bring in all my ribbon and everything. Okay, so here's this. We have our bases. Our bases are easy. So just look at these. So the smaller base, this pumpkin latte fits on there. Okay, so that's going to go right there. And, oh, I think I probably do need my glue gun at this point. Let me do the glue gun. I didn't want it on the whole time. Let me get my little thing right there. Okay. All right. So, pumpkin latte goes right in there. I always glue these in. Okay. So I like to glue my bases on so that when I'm at my craft show, they don't get lost. And also, so you just know which one goes to which. Okay. I don't want my customer grabbing the wrong thing. So, and plus, if it's a little wobbly, you know, sometimes it depends on the thickness of the wood, that if it will just barely slide in there. Sometimes it's a little tight and you have to sand depends on how much paint you put on there. If you put a couple of coats of paint, then it might be a little tighter. Okay, that just slides right in there. Okay, look how cute that is. Watch out for the glue at the bottom. Darlene. I'm gonna glue it to my table. Okay. Yeah, the glue is coming out the bottom. All right, we're going to be wiping our table down. I put way too much glue. Okay, I'm going to set this over here for now, out of the way. I'm going to make sure that I move it so that it doesn't get glued to the table. Same with this one. Don't use that much glue, guys. You'll have it permanently on your table. I'm going to move that one. We're going to do our garland. Okay. So, oh, but we do have to glue this on. So that does use the little bow. Has a little bow on it, but I'm going to glue the bow on. I don't want to have to tie this tie this bow onto the tag. So I'm going to tie a bow and I'll trim this down. Okay, and then I'll glue that. All right, so here we go. Guys, sometimes these things just take a while. Sometimes these scissors need to be adjusted. They're really tight. That is really big. Okay, that bow needs to be smaller than that. That bow needs to be a lot smaller. Okay, so let me just make my bow a little bit smaller there. Okay, and then I have jute. So this jute is for, oh, is it for that? No, this jute is just okay, so this jute isn't for anything on this. It's for these. There actually is little bows on those. Okay, so this just goes like this. I am going to glue this and I am going to also use hot glue. Okay, so is my hot glue, it is. Okay, so I'm going to put some hot glue right there. And I am going to glue this on here. Oh, it actually goes on the other side. It goes over here. Okay. So it goes right in there. And then I'm going to glue the bow right above it. Okay. So the bow is just going to be right above it. And then we have little tiny bows that go on the pumpkins. They're just teeny tiny. So a little of this, a little of that. All right, look at how cute that is. So that's just a little bow and just tied on there. All right, or glued on there. Okay, so then that's just going to go right there, and it's going to sit, and you'll see it when I'm all done. I'll flip you up to the camera. This one has little tiny bows on each pumpkin. You don't have to do that, but I'm going to give you jute to do that. So it's going to be just a little small thing of jute. And you can tie bows, or you can choose not to do that. You don't have to. One bow for that one. My bows are a little wonky. Oh my goodness. Sometimes, guys, I just don't know about myself. Sometimes. Sometimes I just don't know. All right. Okay. We're getting there. So, anybody have plans today? Anybody doing anything fun? Today is Wednesday. You never know. Maybe you're doing something fun on Wednesday. Wednesdays are just like smack in the middle of the week, and I go, okay, I have this much time to get the rest of my stuff done. I have a lot going on, a lot of stuff going out today, which is great. I'm glad to get everything 100% caught up, because it's hard. It's hard when there's just two people doing a business. I'm not going to hire anybody else. I'm done with that. It was great to have my granddaughter here for a short time, but I honestly don't want to deal with training somebody else and then just having them leave. Taking the training time is a lot. Okay, so you don't need a lot of glue. Just a little tiny bit of glue right there for that. I'm just putting it right on the I'm actually putting it on the leaf. You can put it on the stem part if you want to. Okay, there's that. Okay, I'm going to set that down, and we're going to glue this in the base. And Darlene is not going to use as much glue as before. Okay, all right, it's going in the base, just like that. Okay, and it's coming out the bottom just a little bit, just a little. Just wipe, wipe, wipe. Okay, I'm going to set this to the side. And that one's a little more wobbly because there's so much stuff on it. So just make sure that you have it like that. Okay, let's do this. Let's do our garland now. Our garland's actually pretty quick. And does it have bows? What are the bows for? I am not sure. I'm not sure what that's for, what that jute's for. The ribbon is to go in between. So I have jute right here that we're going to thread this together. Storming in Missouri. Oh gosh. Well, that's never fun. If you want to tape the end of this, you can, or you can use glue. So glue is easy too. You just take some glue and just put it on the end, and then just kind of twist this. And it actually will dry pretty quickly, and you will have like a shoelace end to use. I mean, it actually dries very quickly. Just kind of pull on it, and it makes it into like a shoelace type end. Or you can use your blue painter's tape, and then just rub your fingers together, get that glue off your fingers. Okay, we're going to thread this together, and then we're going to put a piece of ribbon in between. So go behind, go in front, so just in and out. And at the end, we're gonna do like a little loop so that you can hang it. Okay, so pull it all the way through. There is a piece that, you know how in jute sometimes there's a piece that has something in it. I'm gonna pull that piece out. It has like some little fuzzy stuff. You never know what you're gonna get when you peel off a piece of jute, right? Okay, and then go behind and in front. This is so cute, guys. I love this. This little garland is adorable. And then leave a little bit of space in between. Doesn't have to be a lot. We're just gonna tie a piece of ribbon in there. The garland's actually pretty small, so you don't need a ton of space in between. Probably just a couple of inches like that. And we're just gonna tie a piece of plaid ribbon in between, because who doesn't love plaid, right? I think if you like stuff like this, then and plaid just goes with fall, right? Plaid goes with fall. So, okay, and just evenly space them. You can always go back later and do that. I don't ever do my last end until I know that everything is set. So this end, so I probably need a little bit more over on this end to tie. I should have tied my thing. I usually tie my thing first so that I know that it's okay. So I just do like a little slip knot. I go like this. Okay, I go like that. So you have a little loop, and then the loop just gets folded inside itself, basically. So there's a little slip knot, so you have something to hang that by. Perfect, perfect. Okay, and then you have all these pieces of ribbon. And if you want to, you can dovetail it now, but I found that you're going to trim it down anyways. This ribbon's pretty big and wide. It's just going to go, you're just going to tie it in between. Okay, there is wire in here. You don't need the wire. If the wire is poking out and poking you, guys, that wire, you can just pull that wire out and then just put that in the trash, wherever that went. I definitely need to grab that so dogs don't get that. The wire definitely needs to go in the trash can. So if you have any of that little pokey wire, you can just pull it out. It doesn't have to be there. Just go ahead and tie a knot. All you're going to do is tie a knot. If you feel like this is too big, then you can use a different ribbon. This is the ribbon that I had. And then we're going to trim it down a little bit. So we'll just trim it down a little bit. Just tie one in between each one of these guys. So you're just tying a knot. You're just tying this in a knot, and then we're going to trim it way down. Okay? So if you want to trim it down first, you can, but it makes it harder to tie. Okay, I find that it's easier to tie the knot and then trim it down rather than trimming it way down. So, okay, there's that. And I'm a little rough with this. I just kind of move it around. Just get your knot tied in there. So get all of them on there, and then we'll trim them all down. We'll do dovetails on all of them. And then we can do our spacing. And then we can do our very end part. If you want to put beads in there, if you have beads would be cute in between. Hi, Billy. How are you? You love how the painted white detailed. Yes, it really does. It really adds to it. Thanks for sprinkling, Dina. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Sandy. Okay, and last one. All right, so now let's trim it down. Okay, so let's trim these way down because now you can't see the pumpkins. I'm just going to dovetail each one. Okay, so I'm going to just, I hate these scissors. Let me see if I can use my other scissors. They don't open. So they got, somehow they're tightened. They're really tight. Okay, so I'm just going to use my transfer trimmers. And I'm trimming it way down. I want it to be small. Make sure that you're doing this the correct way so that you don't have points instead of dovetails. A dovetail is simply a tail that looks like a dove, a dovetail. So, right, I don't know why they called it that, but that's what it looks like. And I'm doing them small, okay? So they are very small. They may not all be even. That's okay, guys. Do your best. That's all I ever ask of anyone is that they do their best. And it's all right. You don't have to go, well, this one's short, that one's long. You know what? Then people know it's handmade, right? I love being able to see that something is handmade. If it's perfection, then it came out of China. Or you have somebody that has serious OCD. And that's okay too. If you have to measure it, you can do that. I just do it however. Do you hear my dogs? Do you hear them out there? they're like fighting. Yeah. Okay, there's that one. That one might be a little bit long. If you feel like it's a little bit too long, you can go back and fix it. But guys, don't sweat the small stuff. And it is all small stuff. All right. So enjoy your life. Enjoy your creation. If you have an oopsie, that's okay. You know what? It's not a big deal. Anything pretty much is fixable. It will be fine. It will be fine. Okay. And there we go. So we have all of our cute little things. And then I tried to just kind of twist it so that they're kind of up and down. Okay. You don't want it to be like right sideways on your pumpkins. When you put it against the wall also, that's when you can go in and you can kind of twist things and fix things. Okay. So all right. There is, and if you want to make it smaller, you can make it smaller. Like if you think, oh gosh, I didn't need it to be that far apart. I'm just kind of scooching it in just a little bit so that it's not quite as far. And then do your end. So take your end and do this. You're going to do your loop, okay? And then your loop just goes inside itself, basically. So it's a slip knot, okay? So just tie a slip knot right there. I think that's called a slip knot. Anyways, it's a little knot so that you have a way to hang that. Okay, so now this can hang on the wall. Okay, so let me put you up to myself and let's finish this. We ran so late. Sorry guys. Sorry. But look at how cute these are. Are these so cute? These are adorable. I love them. Love this project. And here's this. So this will just hang just like that. How fun! I love it. Which one's your favorite? I know you're going to say the truck. I just know you're going to say the truck. If you love this project, please give me some hearts. I would love some hearts. And if you have not already liked my page, please make sure that you're following me and liking my page because that really helps. It helps so that Facebook puts everything out there, you know. And I'm going to go ahead and end. We're going to put the truck in the middle. These are so cute. Guys, I just love them. I love all of them. I absolutely love them all. They're just so fun. Here I am. Oh, all right, guys. I'm going to give myself some hearts. Make sure you're giving me hearts. I love the hearts. Thank you. The 3 pumpkins together. I know, isn't it? The 3 pumpkins. Here they are, right here. I know. Isn't that just so cute? That is so stinking cute. I love it so much. And the truck is super fun. I think this truck needs to be made larger. Wouldn't this be fun to make it like a big size? A big size. All right. Okay, guys. How fun was that? Thank you for being here. I love you guys. You are the best. And here comes my puppies running through. Okay. Have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow won't be as long, I promise. All right. I love you guys so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.